Spaghetti alla carbonara. Let's make it.
Oh.
Why, out of all the pastas, does this one dish continue to evoke feelings of fear, inadequacy, and overall failure in even the most experienced home cook? I think I know. Because spaghetti carbonara is basically a battle between you and scrambled eggs. And if there's scrambled eggs in the dish, you lost. Guanciale is pork jowl that's been cured with salt, sugar, garlic, and spices. And it's the only meat that belongs in your carbonara. I'm cutting it into what are going to be small cubes. What we want to do is render it, get that fat out, and make it almost crispy. It's gonna be so good. Now, for this recipe, we only want the yolks. This is a creamy, silky, luxurious sauce. And if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So yolks only. You know, Italy is the place, of course, where carbonara was conceived. But it's also the place where I found out that my boyfriend had a wife. So we're standing there and like looking at stuff, and he just like picks up this thing and he's like, I think I'm gonna get this for my wife. I said, your wife? He's like, oh, I forgot to tell you that I was still married. And I said, oh, your wife? Not saying that was my first or last boyfriend with a wife, but at least the other ones I knew about. Crack the third egg yolk into the bowl. I was still like, okay, we're both in Italy. I still kind of like you. What should we do? And I looked at him and I was like, hey, could we do absinthe? Like the real absinthe, the kind that you do with a spoon? And he was like, okay. So we did it, got lost in Rome, and everything was fine after that. Now, as you see, I'm using 4 egg yolks for this. If you're feeding a crowd, or just 2 people, because this is only gonna feed me, use 6 or 7 egg yolks. I've got some freshly grated Pecorino Romano. We're gonna make like an egg cheese paste here. So sprinkle that in there, and then you're gonna whisk. So get it all nice and incorporated in there. And then the pepper. Now, why is my pepper in a prescription bottle? Because I got the good stuff. I have a prescription for pepper, and you know you want some. And then whisk. This water is almost to a boil, but not quite. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my bowl and I'm gonna stick it right on top of it. And I'm just gonna whisk, 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 whisk. And what I've really done here is made myself a double boiler. Because I don't have a double boiler laying around. Do you? Half a pound of pasta, down. Stir, stir, continuously stir. Do not ever let that bowl go stagnant. Stir, stir. Now a little bit more pasta. Some water in there is good because we're gonna actually add some water later. Stir. And now add in that guanciale, and it's fat. Oh, look at that. You want to make sure you get that fat in there. That's the whole point of using guanciale. You want that flavor. And now a little bit of pasta water. No scrambled eggs here. Oh God, okay. So noodles, of course. Gonna get some guanciale in that bite. Oh my goodness. Look at the color on those noodles from using all egg yolks. Okay, let's do it. Oh my goodness, this is amazing!